Hi guys, welcome back to Harvest Moon Farm. My name is Mickey. Today we're going to start filming the next installment of our Declutter Your Space, Declutter Your Mind series in my office. So it's a disaster, as you can see just from the little bit that is in this camera view. There are no overhead lights in these bedrooms, and this is the second bedroom in my apartment, and so I'm using a photography light. It's not ideal, it's cluttered, it's messy, and I feel like I can't concentrate in here. I feel like it's hard for me to work and hard for me to focus. There were 3 other chairs in here from my full-size dining table. I took those to my storage unit. There's a lot of things in here that need to go to my storage unit, and then we're going to start organizing this room. So, as I said, we need to get this room cleaned up where I feel like I can work productively in here. I'm going to start by taking out the things that need to go to the storage unit so that I can get to my bookcase. I've got lots of things that need to go on my bookshelves, but I can't get to them yet. There's so much stuff in front of them. I have stacks of paper everywhere that is a mess, so I need to figure out what all of that is. I found a couple of boxes of kitchen items this morning when I was digging for something, so I've got to figure out if I want to work those into the kitchen organization that I've already done, or how often I'm going to use these, if they need to go either in my downstairs apartment storage or to offsite storage. I also don't know how well you can see my freeze dryer over here. I have it on a 6-foot office table, and so it's taking up really a lot of space. I bought a smaller table designed to hold the freeze dryer and my dehydrator in a much smaller footprint so that I can get my closet door open, for one thing, and it will just take up less space. So we're going to work on getting some of this stuff out of here into the storage unit. We're going to put together a table and clean up some space so that we can shift the freeze dryer and the dehydrator to that and get that big table out of this room. That will really help me start to get organized. All right, so I'm going to do some more work on my office. I'm going to put together the new table that I bought for my freeze dryer and dehydrator, and then we'll see about getting it moved off that big office table. As usual, the instructions are so minimal as to be basically useless. But we're gonna see if we can figure this out. It shouldn't be that difficult. I say that. There we go. I might not be able to do this by myself because this table is about 4 inches taller than the table this is on, and I don't know if I can lift it high enough to get it up there. Let's see. Lock that so it doesn't move on me. Oh my. right, let me think about this for a minute. I'm not gonna be able to do this. I'm gonna have to get somebody to help me. Okay, so my daughter helped me get my freeze dryer moved, shifted to this table, and we got it moved over here out of the way. So now I have a little bit of space to work. I don't even know where to start. This room is such a mess. I think I'm just gonna start hauling the stuff out of here that I'm gonna try and get to my storage unit. So this box, I think once I get past the toddler panties and the coloring, I think it has, oh it does, it has kitchen stuff in here, along with a lot of other random stuff. There we go. Okay. Oh, all my pie plates are in here. I don't know where I'm gonna have room for them. I don't know whether I should, because they're still all wrapped in paper. So I have pie plates and I have my bundt pans, looks like mostly what's in here, and some baking stuff. Sadly, I don't know if I have room for all my pie plates. So I'm not sure if I should unwrap them or not. I think I'm going to. That time of year where I'm going to start needing them, so. And I have a ton of pie plates. And I'm pretty sure this isn't all of them. Because I have 3 that are this purple color. Ooh. Dead spider. And my egg plates. Now, where I'm going to put this stuff in my kitchen, absolutely no idea. Okay, the pie plates actually fit next to my glass baking dishes. Well, where I'm gonna put the rest of this stuff. But that at least put some of it somewhere. This is all sprinkles, canning supplies like salsa. Is this all salsa? This is all salsa canning mix, pickle mix, just a whole random assortment of junk. Some tongs. This is a lid to one of my glass baking dishes. So I've got some little mini pie pans here, and I also have some serving bowls, which I have no idea where those are going to go. This room's going to take forever. Mostly because the stuff that's in here is in here because I didn't have any place else to put it. Or else I didn't know where to put it. This toner for my printer. This is books my dad gave me. Oh goodness, things that were my stepmom's, I think. Okay, I feel like all I've done is make a bigger mess in here, even though I really have cleaned a few things up. I have a huge stack of papers that I need to go through sitting on this table over here. So once I get those organized, I can take this table down to make room for my freezer. Oops. And that'll make a big difference. I'll have a lot more space and I can get in that closet then. All right, I think that's it for today. Okay guys, I am going to continue working on cleaning up my office. I brought all the stacks of paper that I could find out here to the table so that I can sort them out. I would work at my dining table, except right now it's covered with cookies and other baked goods. So I'm gonna work right here. Someplace, I bought a 3-hole punch. I took it off my table when I cleaned up before I started decorating for fall, and now I can't find it. It's gotta be here somewhere. This apartment is less than 1,000 square feet. You wouldn't think it would be that easy to lose things, but apparently it is. It's here somewhere. I'll find it as I clean. I'll just sort the papers as I want them. I've got some binders that I want to put some of this stuff in, and I'll just sort them as I go, and eventually I'll find the 3-hole punch and I can put them in the books. I was just getting ready to say there are several places that would be logical, and I found it in a place that makes absolutely no sense, but I found it, so that's good. This paperwork here, there's old bills, there's recipes, I'm sure there's trash in here, and then some of it is my business paperwork, which is the biggest part of why I'm cleaning up this paper, is because I need to get all of my business paperwork organized and in my binders so I know what I've got and I can find it at tax time and all that fun stuff. So I'm just going to start sorting, and we'll see how far I get. So I deliberately got different colors so that it would be easy for me to quickly say, oh, I need the pink binder or I need the green binder. Again, I don't remember what my thought process was when I got them. I know there was a reason that, there was a reason that this binder is bigger than these two, but I, again, do not know what it was. Oh, this one doesn't want to come off. Darn it. I really hate when products have stickers on them in places that, not most of it, in places that hinder your ability to use the product if you can't get the sticker off all the way. Okay. So I've got two, I think those are 1.5 inch and one 2 inch. So I need to think about why I did that. I also have some tab dividers that I can use to sort or organize, I guess, the paperwork that I'm putting in here. So I guess I need to go through all of this stuff and sort it. Yuck. So I think I need to write out, figure out what I was thinking, and start sorting this paper. So I've got it sorted into 4 different criteria, and then I can use my tab dividers to organize the documents within my binders. Okay, that helps. So now I can figure out how to sort this. Okay, so the light in this room really sucks, which is part of the problem. But I did get my freezer. Finally, my son helped me. So I ordered it for delivery. I paid extra for them to deliver inside my front door because I figured I could get it no longer than it is from my door to this room. I figured I could get it, my daughter could help me, whatever. They get here and they won't deliver because they have to bring it up 2 flights of stairs. What if I was handicapped? What if I was 82 and I was just a little tiny old lady? How was I supposed to do that myself? Anyway, so my son went with me, we picked it up, and we got it up here and set up, and so it's ready now that I can move some things into it. So that was one piece of getting this room organized. I ordered a shelving unit to go right here, but I overestimated the amount of space I was going to have. So I'm going to have to do some rearranging so I can put my shelving over there, because I want to be able to open and close this closet door. So now, of course, the thing I want to move has a bunch of stuff stacked in front of it. So I have a business coach that I've been working with for almost 2 years, year and a half, something like that. Oh my gosh, that's heavy. And I told her one of the problems that's holding me up from some of the things I want to do is this space. I feel like I can't even think in this space because it's such a mess. It's dark. I hate it. So we are finally going to get this mess cleaned up. Ooh, and I probably shouldn't be wearing a white shirt. Well, everything else is in the laundry, so. So this is my mom's old sewing machine. It works, but it's got issues. And I don't really sew anymore anyway. I don't have time even if I wanted to. But I don't want to get rid of it. So I use it as kind of a table for decorative things. Okay. Oh yay, that fits. Thought it was going to be too tight. Whoa. So I have a bunch of unicorn things. This lady that I used to work with, we decided that we were unicorns, and so we went through this phase where we bought all this unicorn stuff. And I don't work with her anymore. We live about an hour apart, so I don't see her very often, so I hang on to this stuff because it makes me happy. Okay, so my little shelving unit that I ordered is coming today, and so now I can put it right next to my bookshelf. All right, so part of this was I wanted to get to this closet over here because I think this is what I'm going to use to store tissues and paper towels and cleaning supplies and that sort of thing. The other closet over here, this room has 2 closets, 2 small closets in it. The other closet over there, I have like off-season clothes that hang. So like right now I've got coats in there, I've got winter pants, I've got sweaters, that sort of thing. Until I get things, till the weather decides what it's going to do and it's time for me to swap. But for now I'm going to start bringing in the stuff that I removed from my other closet when we cleaned out the pantry and figure out how best to get it in here, how best to organize it in here. So I might need to also get a small storage shelving unit for in this closet like I did in the coat closet that I made into my pantry, so I can keep some extra things, because like I have the sheets, the queen size sheets that are for my pull-out couch in case I've got more than one grandchild here spending the night. I don't want them all sleeping with me because they're way too sweaty and wiggly. Well, let me just see what I've got, because maybe I'll put the sheets up here and put all the cleaning supplies on a shelf, like a shelving unit right here. Decisions, decisions. And I think I have another set of sheets that goes on that couch, or that fold out bed. I think I have one in my linen closet as well. So I think that might be what I need to do. Ugh. Let me do some measurements. And I have a TV in here that I was going to give my niece. Oh my goodness. I have one of the air mattresses that we had in Paola, because I think this is what I slept on when I first moved in here, before we moved like everything. I could stack all but one of my exercise step risers, and it slid right under that sewing machine, and so I just leaned the other one up against it. I have this, what's this stuff? So I have this little drawer unit that I have extra pins in there. I have a couple of mice. I have some computer cables. I don't know what I've gotten this one, pins, and who knows what. Specialty papers. Oh my goodness. So I bought all those tab dividers, and I had a million in here. And then more computer stuff. I think this needs to come out, because I want it where I can open the drawers all the way, and I can't put it all the way against the side if I do that. Okay, 42. Ow. All right, that is 42 by 24. So I think I'm going to look and see if I can find a shelving unit, because I know I bought the one for that coat closet, which is probably similar in size. And maybe I don't want something that will take up the whole space. Okay, I'm going to get online and look and see what I think is going to work the best. And then I can either order it or buy it. I have a Home Depot like 5 minutes from here. I have a Target, I have a Walmart. Everything's really close. So maybe they've got something in stock that I can buy and just keep working today. Okay, I found a little shelving unit that I think is perfect for that. It's probably the same size as I bought for that one. They have them in stock at my local Home Depot, which, as I said, is just less than 5 minutes from here. So I'll run over there later and get that. For now, I'm going to start bringing some of my overflow freezer items into this freezer so that I can use my kitchen freezer, just a little fridge freezer, for items that I use every day or that I'm going to use in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to start bringing stuff in. Oh, I guess I need to move all the junk out from in front of my door, though, so I can actually open my freezer. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me think about how I want to do this. So this is part of the bourbon pecan chocolate chunk. God, this light in here. I hope you guys can actually see my face. The ones that I made so that I could bake them later. I still have some in my fridge that I just couldn't get taken care of because there was no place to put them. I have some ginger. I have some of my breakfast bites that we made together. I'm trying to figure out the best way to organize things in here. Okay, let me go get some more. So my garlic. That's some of my chicken that we breaded together. This is something I really need to get out. Oh my gosh, so cool. So I got the cherries that I picked and oh my goodness, so cold, and froze. And then I just have one more thing I think that I'm gonna put in here for now. So I've got some leftover pumpkin. It was just store-bought pumpkin that I used part of a can and then I just froze the rest. So now I'll have room for any other meat that I buy extra. I'll have room for freezer meals. I'll have room for all the butter that I'll be picking up in a week or so. Perfect. Now I can get the rest of that cookie dough balled up and frozen so I can bag it up and put it in this freezer. Perfect. All right, so the shelving unit that I ordered to be part bookshelf, part food storage got delivered, so I'm going to go ahead and put it together. And that will allow me to get some of that stuff off my floor in there so that I can get this cleaned up. Getting these things started is always the hardest part. Now these have 6 shelves, so I don't really know how I want to do this. Since I want to use some of this for food storage, I want to make sure that my shelves, my lower shelves will hold these, at least this one will hold the half-gallon or half-gallon jars. I think that's what that is. A shelf that will hold, or a couple of shelves maybe, that will hold the quart jars. Oh my goodness, come on. Okay, I went to Home Depot and I found a shelving unit for the closet. I guess that was all I was getting for this room. It's still in my car because I had to bring some other things in. So I'm going to work on this, but I still need to put that stuff, I need to hole punch it. So I've got a bunch of books somewhere that I need to figure out. Let's see. Oops. I've got a bunch of just notepads or like notebooks here that I had for the kids to color in. I think I have more someplace in this mess. But I think I'm going to move the canned potatoes in here and I'm going to put them on one of these 2 smaller shelves. So I put my empty half-gallon jars on the bottom shelf that I set for that purpose. And I have a ton of cardboard now that I need to take to our our recycling bin or recycling dumpster. I think I'm going to put my little toolbox underneath this shelving unit. It fits pretty perfect there. And then I can move this little rack or this little drawer thing. I can put it right here, at least for now, until I figure out if that's really where I want to keep it. Oh my goodness. So I put together this other shelving unit that I bought for this closet. So now I'm going to start kind of trying to figure out where I want to put things and what makes sense. Got attacked. All right, I might need, maybe not. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Trying to fold this thing is torture. There we go. What to do with these candles, or the candle melts. Holy cow. Okay, I've got my other sheets that can come in here. So let me go get those. And I deliberately made these high enough that I can put my 5-gallon storage buckets under there. So this is my wheat berries. Oh my goodness, so heavy. This one is sugar. Oops. Oh, I was gonna get the sheets. I got sidetracked. The sheets, but I also have, whoa, I also have the quilt that was on the king size bed, or the queen size bed in Paola, and I need it to be folded better. Let's see. And then I have a hand crocheted bedspread, and I think this is one my grandma did. Oh, goodness. Alright, I think I'm done in here for now. Close this door so I've got room to move things around and figure out what to do with the rest of that pile over there. Oh my goodness. Actually, I decided the potatoes that we canned together, I'm going to bring those in here and put them on one of these shelves. So I've got the 5 jars of French fries. Those in here, and 6 jars of just potatoes. This is a leg from one of my other chairs that needs to go to the storage unit. Oh my goodness, come on. That up there. I think I'm done working in this room for right now. This is a long, slow process, but we're getting there. All right, guys, good morning. We are finally going to get this office cleaned up once and for all. I've just been slowly picking at it and it's just driving me crazy. So what I'm gonna do is everything that doesn't currently have a home, I'm gonna drag it out into my living room. I bought some lights to hang from my ceiling that hopefully will help in here because you guys can see that it's dark. I've got a photography light. It's just crazy. So I'm going to drag out everything that doesn't have a home, clean up, hang up the lights, and then only bring in stuff that has a home or that I can find a home for. And if I can't, then I need to figure out what I want to do with it. Either I need to get rid of it or it needs to go in another room. But first thing I need to do is just empty this space out. I got my light hung and holy cow, it makes such a difference. Alright, so now I can vacuum up this floor for one of the very first times since I've moved in. And then we can start going through stuff. Oh my gosh, this light makes such a huge difference. I can't even believe it. It was like 20, 30 bucks maybe? I don't know. Totally worth it. Okay, I think the first thing I'm going to do is try and organize this bookshelf. There's stuff in here that I don't really like, that I'm probably never going to use or read. So I'm going to try and get rid of some things. I'm going to get a box for donations. So I've got all these awards and stuff for companies that I don't work for anymore. But I don't know what I want to do with them. Oh goodness, how do I want to do this? What is this? This shelf is all about self-work and self-healing and things like that. So try and get all those organized, and I have more of them like spread everywhere. So these go here. This is all journals and empty notebooks. What is this? Journals and notebooks and notepads and things like that that I use for various things. All right, this is my current business stuff. Oh my gosh, what a mess. So I have a lot of project management books, notebooks, information from my classes. So I'm going to move all of this stuff down here with all the other project management folders. Oh my goodness, I don't want to, blah, 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 I can't talk. I don't know what I want to do here. Alright, bottom is all corporate business. Top shelf will be current business stuff, YouTube and other business activities. And I think I'm going to switch, oh my gosh, I have so much junk here. So all of this stuff is like homesteading, which since I currently live in an apartment, I think I'm going to swap these two shelves. And then I can organize this one. So actually, this is not all that I thought it was. It's all a mess. Garden planners. Pantry planner. I'm not sure where I'm going to put that. We'll do more work on that shelf after we finish down here. All right, so I've got all these homesteading books, which aren't really, something that I need right now. That was kind of a stupid book. Okay, but all these food preservation books, so the Ball Home Preserving book, Melissa Norris, Everything Worth Preserving, those I want to keep where I can access them pretty easily because they'll be something that I will use. This is, oh whoops, that's it. Homesteading books, Homestead Living, Farmer's Almanac. We'll put those first. Okay. This is stuff my dad gave me. So they're older books, but they may also have, oh my gosh, I just found a bunch of stamps. Holy cow. These are old. Okay. So this shelf is going to have anything related to gardening or homesteading. Because eventually I hope to be back in a place, even if it's rented, where I can have a garden and do some homesteading activities. Now, I've got Lisa Lisa from Farmhouse on Boone, her daily sourdough, Carolyn Thomas, her freeze drying book, and a couple of food preservation books. So those I'm going to keep on this shelf, but I'm going to put them at this end where they're easily accessible. Oh goodness. And then my dad gave me a bunch of books about raising meat goats, so I guess I will put those here. I don't know that I'll ever raise meat goats, but you don't know. Home canning, slow cooking. Oh, these are all Alright, this stuff's going to get donated. Some of it. And this one I will keep. And I got, for some reason I ended up with one of my cookbooks here. I have a bajillion in my storage unit. I have like 2 or 3 boxes. So I don't know where I'm going to put those. So they may just live in my storage unit until I end up moving someplace different. Okay. What do I have left? What is this? This is all kinds of things from when we used to do an annual Halloween party. This is all Christmas stuff. Ah! Completely inappropriate coloring book. Okay, So I do have a few books. There might be some on my desk somewhere, but I think I still have some out there. So now that this is organized, I can fit those in where they belong when I get to them, when I start bringing stuff back in. Some of this stuff I don't even know what it is or why I have it. Alright, well, I still have a mess here now because I've got, that goes over there, this goes in my desk. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these awards. I don't want them taking up space on my bookshelf. I'm just going to stack them up right here for now. I may need to put up a little shelf, like hang on the wall for this stuff, because I worked hard for these, so I want to see them. Don't know what that goes to. Got some candles that I need to figure out where they go. Alright, I'm going to go throw this stuff in the trash and then see what the next step should be. Oh my gosh. All right, next step I think is to reorganize this now that I've got everything. It's gonna go here. Seriously, come on. Although actually, these should go here. Oh, nope, that's not gonna work. Darn. Well, too bad. That seemed like a good idea. All right. So I think I'm going to move some of the vegetables from the pantry into here so that I have more space in my pantry to keep that organized. All right, I have some notebooks and crayons and things like that that I keep for the grandkids. So I need to clean this out. In this bottom drawer, and that way they can get to them when they're over here if they want to color. I have like 9 million pins. I have this thing about pins, I don't know why. Alright, now I gotta start bringing some of that stuff in from my other room and figuring out where it's gonna go. Okay, the top doesn't fit on my Christmas paper holder, so I don't want to put it in my storage unit because I don't want it to get full of bugs and eaten up and all that. I guess I'll put it, oh goodness, right there for now. So I have a card table and 4 chairs that I don't really have space for. So I think those might have to go down to my storage unit. So I've got this little basket of baby stuff, like baby stuff, but I think I'm going to put, I have some extra panties in case Gwen needs a change, or if she spends the night and she wants to take a bath, because she usually does. And I have this pair of sweats. I think there's some more panties in there. So I'm just going to add those there and put them back up on that shelf. That way if she does have an accident, or she was here one day, she was here for 5 minutes and she spilled her drink all down the front of her and we didn't have any dry clothes. Well, I had dry clothes, I just didn't know I had them. So I'll put all those in there. These undies are a little snug on her little booty, but they work in an emergency, so we'll hang on to them for now. Alright, got some extra pillows up there. These baskets, I don't know, they might come in handy. So, what is this? Oh. And I have about 10 million bags. And then I buy more every place I go, because I'm crazy. So here are my disposable decorator bags. Let's put all those together. Alright, so I have some things that I use, but I don't use very often. So my bundt pans, these little square cake pans, these little mini pie pans. So I think I'm going to use my little buckets here and some of this stuff in here at my, what am I trying to say? My deviled egg containers. This little cake pan. Some of this stuff will get used more as we get closer to the holidays. Okay, here's some more canning things, which I'm going to be using this here pretty soon. And some sprinkles that are not Halloween, but they, well, they might be Halloween, who knows. Okay, let's see. We'll put them with the other sprinkles. Okay, this I think is a box of my books. My, baby pictures of Hannah. Alright, so books that I have absolutely no idea where I'm going to put them. Because this is full of work stuff. Let's see. Probably read all of these books, but these are the kind of books that I like to read more than once, or just over and over again, really. So for now I might just set those on top of my dehydrator just because there's space there. What is this? So this is a picture of our house and property in Paola that I want to hang up, but the frame that this is in doesn't have any hangers, so I'll have to get some. This is a calendar for next year. Alright, and then a couple games. Oh, stickers. A couple games that I brought home for the kids. So I have this antique mirror that my dad gave me. And I want to hang it so it doesn't get broken. And I was going to hang it in my bedroom, but it's too wide for the space. And it's already, I can't turn it because of the way the wire, the hanging wire is already on there, and I don't want to mess with it. So I think I'm just going to hang it over here, but I got to clean it up first because it is dirty. Alright, this box. This box is going to be the booger, I think. Just a random selection of stuff. I have a glue gun. I have some of my camera equipment. I have extension cords. I have picture stands. Holy cow. What the heck? Alright, I have to try and sort this. I have some of my TV, like wall mount things. I have no idea what this goes to. iHome. I don't even have that anymore, I think. Alright, so this is a power cable for either a computer or a dock. I don't know which. More computer cables. And the thing is, I don't even know if I should keep any of this because nothing ever fits. Oh shoot. I think I'll just toss everything that doesn't make sense to keep. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Because if I need a cable, it's probably easier just to go buy one, except for some of this stuff. Some of these smaller cables I'll probably keep. This is a power cable for something. I don't know if it's a monitor or what, but whatever it is, I don't have anymore. Or it would be plugged in already, so we'll trash that. Ow. I don't know what these are. I feel like I should know, but not sure. Camera equipment. Ah, this goes to my vacuum. I've been looking for this. Violet filter. I have no idea what that is. Probably camera equipment. So a lot of this is camera equipment. More tripods. I don't know what these are, so I feel like I do. Like I don't know. I don't have anything to use them on, so they're going in the trash. Okay, we are getting close. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Just getting this light in here made such a huge difference to me. Okay. So I've got some crochet projects that I'm doing as Christmas gifts. Hopefully I can get them done. So that's trash. So I'm going to go through this bucket, or this bag I mean, and sort out the stuff that's part of the Christmas and see what's left. Okay, Not sure why I have a canning lid in there, but that's kind of weird. And I don't know why I have these two little pieces of green yarn, but okay. All right, this stuff, the rest of this is for random projects that are not being worked on at the moment. So there we go. That stuff is going to go out into the living room so that I can work on it when I have time. This is going to go into my bedroom closet. That's our next decluttering project, but I've got a lot of yarn in there already, so we'll just do all the yarn at one time. Alright, there's still some stuff to do. There's a little pile of stuff down there that I need to figure out what to do with it. That chair and air mattress need to go to my off-site storage. My bookshelves are all clean. That's all organized. My desk is cleaned off. All those drawers need to be cleaned out and organized, but that's for another day. I feel really good about where we're at today. And then I've got the card table, the 4 chairs, and the rail for my walking pad, which it just takes up too much space in here. That can go into my storage downstairs. And then I have an old printer that doesn't work that I need to dispose of. I have some boxes that need to go to the recycle dumpster. My goodness, I like it. We're good. Alright guys, that is going to do it for this video. It took me about a month or maybe longer of working periodically. So I'm so excited to have it finally be done. Our next decluttering project will be my clothes closet, where we will be I've got my cool weather clothes in here, so we will be swapping some of those items. It's still been ridiculously warm, even though it's the middle of October, so we'll leave some warm weather clothes out that I can easily access. Take that stuff to the storage unit and figure out, some of this stuff needs to be hung up. Some of it I just need to find a home. But all in all, I feel really good about this. This light makes such a huge difference. I feel like I'm in an actual workspace now and not a hovel. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it inspires you to pick a room, pick a space, pick a drawer, pick a cabinet, whatever, and do some decluttering of your own, or just some simple reorganization. Sometimes it's not a matter of throwing things away or donating. It's a matter of things have just they were organized and now they've gotten kind of out of control, and it's hard to find things again, and you just need to reorganize. So I hope that this inspires you to do something in your own home that makes you feel better. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Bye guys.